Oh, I love you.
Oh, he's,
Oh, he's in that.
there he is. Welcome to the seat. Mike's really-
Hey, you.
I like our new council chair.
Always the new guy. It's club.
Everyone else forgot.
Northridgeville City Council meeting is now in session. Today's date, Monday, January the 4th, 2021. Please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance. Father, we come to prayer to you this evening as we kick off the new year. We come out of a very challenging year. Please bring us together and help us lead this community. For these things we ask in your name, Lord. Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Swank. Here. Booth.
Here.
Abens.
Here.
Winkle.
Here.
Gillespie.
Here.
DeVries.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
Service Director.
Here.
Law Director.
Here.
Engineer.
Here.
Auditor. Here. Clerk and Council. Here.
All right, tonight we have the city council meeting minutes of December the 21st, 2020. Are there any changes or corrections at this time? Hearing none, those minutes are approved as submitted. We also have the public hearing meeting minutes of December the 21st, 2020 regarding Meadow Lakes number 18, a PCD. Are there any changes at this time? Hearing none, those are also approved as submitted. We also have the Records Commission meeting minutes of December the 17th, 2020. This time, that will bring us to the lobby session of our meeting. At this time, we will pause and let the assistant clerk see if anybody has joined us this evening. You'll be given a few moments to speak or actually communicate through. And that will allow us to answer any questions you might have. You can address city council as well as the mayor's administration. So at this time, are there anybody waiting in our lobby session?
There's nobody on YouTube at this time. It's possible we might have a resident on Zoom.
Okay. At this time, we're going to pause 30 seconds and hopefully if there's anybody who would like to join our meeting, they can do so. For residents in the community, if they wish to join our meetings, they can go to the city website, enridgeville.org. There's instructions there on how to get involved or how to present any questions you might have to the mayor's administration or city council. Those questions will be communicated to us through these meetings, and we will do our best to answer those questions or address any questions or concerns you might have. At this time, is there anybody else that's joined us?
Nothing at this time.
Okay, we're going to pause for another 15 seconds, and if not, we'll move on. Thank you. Okay, has anybody joined us at this time?
Nothing at this time.
All right, hearing none, we will move on to administrative reports. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. On tonight's agenda under second readings is T-130, the ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the Mills Road Bridge over French Creek replacement project. At the time of its reading, I will move to dispense with the third reading and add the emergency clause so we can move forward with the bid process in order to meet ODOT's deadline of March 2nd to award the project. I have two reappointments to boards that I'd like to make at this time. At this point, I'd like to reappoint Jason Jacobs to the Planning Commission. Jason has been on there for many, well, I don't remember exactly how long he's been on there, but he's been doing a great job and I'd like him to continue. We do have an important Planning Commission meeting coming up in the next couple of weeks with Drug Mart coming forward to the city. So I'd like Jason to be a part of that. So at this point, I make the motion to reappoint Jason Jacobs to the Planning Commission.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor, seconded by Boost, to reappoint Jason Jacobs to the Planning Commission. All in favor, say yes. Yes. All opposed?
And I would like to reappoint Sean Kimball to the Board of Zoning and Building Appeals. Sean's been doing this for about 16 years or so. Said he still enjoys it, likes being part of the city, likes giving back. And his term ended as Jason's did at the end of 2020. So at this point, I make the motion to reappoint Sean Kimball to the BZBA.
It was moved by the mayor, seconded by Boost, to reappoint Sean Kimball to the Board of Zoning and Appeals. All in favor, say yes. Yes. All opposed?
All right, well, I appreciate that. They've both done a great job so far, and that I appreciate the community service that they are performing on behalf of all the residents. Moving on to our coffee and conversation. The next one's coming up on Wednesday, January 13th from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. It'll be here in council chambers, and if you'd like to attend in person, please wear your mask. We'll practice social distancing to keep everybody as safe as possible. Next meeting will actually be on a Tuesday because our City Hall offices will be closed on Monday, January 18th in observance of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. And that forces our meeting, as I mentioned, to Tuesday of that week. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Safety Director.
I just want to thank Santa Claus for all the young kids out there that got that 10 inches of snow on Thursday night. And our crews out there that I'm not sure they all enjoyed plowing, but I think they enjoyed it when it came to their pocketbook because they worked at their holiday as those of us were home with our families. So it was a lot of fun for those young kids out there to see that 10 inches of snow. Now, remind you, we've had a 14-inch snowstorm and a 10-inch snowstorm. I don't remember those in a long time. Let's hope we don't have another 14 or 10 or 9-inch snowstorm in January. The days are getting longer. Let's hope the sun melts it quicker. With that, our paramedics in the city of North Ridgeville did get a vaccine, a start right before Christmas. And I'm sure they look forward to that second vaccine. I think is it 28 or 21 days afterwards? 21 days.
For Pfizer.
And myself and I'm sure a lot of other people would like to get on the list to get that vaccine. So that completes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Safety Service Director. Mr. Engineer.
Thank you, Council President. I just have a couple of things this evening. With council's approval, we will be putting out the Mills Road Bridge Replacement Project this week. That, like the mayor stated, needs to be back, the project needs to be awarded based on our schedule for ODOT by March 2nd. So with the bid process taking 45 to 60 days, if we can get that through council this evening, that would be great. Our Chestnut Ridge Road and alternate State Route 83 roundabout project will also be bid out. If it doesn't go out this week, it'll definitely go out next week. The 30 days, I think, for the passage of that ordinance either was today or will be in the next day or two. So as soon as that's over, we'll be putting that out to bid. We currently have a qual statement. We are soliciting qualifications for our Lorraine Road water main extension project. And we're also soliciting engineering consultant services for our construction administration and inspection services for the Mills Road Bridge project. So those are a couple things that are out there right now. Our Stony Ridge Water Main project, replacement project, we'll have a pre-construction meeting tomorrow. We'll have a schedule at that point, a preliminary schedule, and we'll get that schedule posted on the city's website for the community. And that concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Engineer. Ms. Auditor.
Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to mention that the 2019 audit has been completed. The CAFR has been submitted to the state auditor for review. Anybody wishing to review that report can do so by accessing it on the city's website. And that concludes my report.
Mr. President,
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Mayor.
while we're on the auditor, if you've noticed, there is a ordinance in front of you that has been placed. It's referencing T-131. So at this point, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the bylaws to place this new T number, which would be T1-2021, on the agenda under first readings.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor, second by Boost, to suspend the bylaws to add T1-121 to tonight's agenda. Any comments or questions at this time? All in favor, say yes. Yes. All opposed? T1, is it 121 we said?
It's T-2021.
2021.
I'm sorry, 1-2021.
That's what, okay. 1-2021 will be added under first readings.
1-2021.
Will be added to first readings.
Yes, it's the first one of 2021.
All right, very good. There's also the October 2020 financial report. And that will bring us,
President, what seems to be missing from the agenda is the correspondence that we received from former Councilwoman Hung. That should be on the agenda.
Assistant Clerk, do we have a correspondence letter to be presented this evening to council from former Councilwoman Hung?
Yes, it was emailed to all of council. I apologize for not making the agenda with the position shift. That was emailed to council, and I think I pulled up and read it for you.
Give her a moment to pull that up.
I have it if you need
That
it.
would be best if you could read it.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
All right, so we're skipping down to correspondence then on the agenda, and this letter is dated December 22nd, 2020, and it says, "Dear City Council, I'm announcing my resignation from North Regional City Council at large effective January 1st, 2021. It goes on to say, "It has been my pleasure to work with this incredible group of people for the last 3 years. I have no doubt the excellent work City Council does representing our community will continue with you as our leaders. I look forward to my new role as Lorraine County Commissioner with my term commencing on January 2nd. It will be my pleasure to work with the City of North Ridgeville in the future as your next Lorraine County Commissioner. Sincerely, Michelle Hung."
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We all wish County Commissioner Hung good luck in the future. We appreciate her time and her efforts here, and we look to working with her on a county level. So congratulations to her. At this time, that'll take us to recess.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Booth.
make a motion to dispense with recess. Second.
It was moved by Booth, second by Molesky to dispense with recess. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
All opposed? And that will bring us to first readings. T-121. 1-2021.
T-1-2021. An ordinance amending ordinance number 5785-2020 of the city of North Ridgeville, Ohio, providing appropriations for the period commencing January 1st, 2020 and ending December 31st, 2020. Is that the right one?
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Bruce.
I make a motion to dispense with the second and third readings.
Second.
It was moved by Booth, seconded by Winkle to dispense with the second and third readings for T-1-2021. All in favor, say yes. Yes. All opposed?
Mr. President, I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, I make a motion to add the emergency as the ordinance is retroactive to December 1st, 2020.
Second.
It was moved by Booth, seconded by Abens to add the emergency clause to T-1-2021. All in favor, say yes. All opposed? It was then moved by Booth, seconded by Molesky to adopt T-121 with the emergency clause in place. Are there any comments or questions at this time? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swank,
Yes.
Booth,
Yes.
Abens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
Molesky,
Yes.
DeVries.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously and becomes 5786-2021.
Sometimes change is hard.
Yes.
All right.
I wrote 21 every time though today.
Thank you. Yeah, I still made a couple of mistakes today with 2020, but we're moving forward. And with that, we'll go on to second readings.
T-130-2020, an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of North Ridgeville to advertise for bids and enter into a contract according to law and in a manner prescribed by law with the lowest and best bidder for the Mills Road Bridge over French Creek, Lower Mills Road replacement project and other appurtenances not to exceed $1,047,512.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
move to dispense with the third reading for T-130.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Booth to dispense with the second, third reading, with the third reading. All in favor, say yes. All opposed?
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
move to adopt.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor, seconded by Booth to adopt T-130.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
move to add the emergency clause in order to meet the deadline of ODOT of March 2nd.
Second.
Moved by the mayor, seconded by Swain to add the emergency clause to T-130 for the reasons stated by the mayor previously, as well as the Mr. Engineer this evening. Are there any comments or questions at this time? Okay, so we've had the motion to adopt. This would also be to adopt with the emergency clause in place. Again, any final comments or questions? All right, hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swank,
Yes.
Booth,
Yes.
Abens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
Molesky,
Yes.
DeVries.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously and becomes 5787-2021.
There are no third readings. So the next regular city council meeting will be Tuesday, January the 19th, 2021 at 7 p.m. in observance, of course, for Martin Luther King Day. Are any final comments or questions before we close? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. Happy New Year, everybody.